Welcome back to another episode of the Word Zone podcast, hosted by Chandler Dantzler. You can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and watch on YouTube. Today we have 2025 Oklahoma State University Ethan Holliday. We're pumped to have you on the show. How are you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing good. Before we start getting into travel ball, high school, and the recruiting process, I like to ask this question here. Who is Ethan Holliday? How would you introduce yourself?
I play baseball. I'm a Christian. I live in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Yeah, I just play baseball and hang out with my family.
Gotcha. All right, let's take us through your travel ball career. Just take us through how you got connected with the 2025 Scorpion Scout, and tell us who you played for before them. Just take us through that whole experience of travel ball.
So I started playing like serious travel ball with a team called the Dynamite out of St. Louis, and I got to know them. Good group of guys and good coaches. And then Johnny Goodrich was Scorpion. So like we grew up in Florida, and we got to know all the guys from Scorpion. So Jackson played with them. And so I got to know Coach Goodrich really well. And a couple years ago, he's like, "Hey, like come play for my team." And I was like, "All right, let's do it." And so I've been playing for them for a couple years, and it's been a lot of fun. So
That's awesome. All right. Can you take us through your summer with that Scorpions team as far as your performance and the team's performance?
yeah, so we started out. We did good in the UBC. We had a good summer. It's a good group of guys. We connected well. A lot of new guys this year. We've had to make some changes and
Mm-hmm.
guys went out, but yeah, we did good. We had a really successful summer. We came up short in a few events, but it was all around really good. I didn't have the best start of the summer. Just kind of inconsistent, striking out a lot. But came home, made some adjustments, came out second half, had a really good summer. So it
That's
was a lot of
awesome.
fun.
All right, let's kind of talk about the relationships you have with that team. With you guys not all being from the same area, what are your relationships with the other players and the coaches on the Scorpions?
Really good. It's a really good group. They're all mostly from Florida. There's a kid from a little north of me in Tulsa or south. I don't I don't even know, but in Tulsa. So we got to know each other when we were younger, and we played together. And he's a great kid. Yeah. So I mean, I kind of connect with them over Snapchat, Instagram, like group chats, and
Yeah.
it's a really good group. So I'm excited to see them here in a couple months.
Yeah, that's great. All right. Did you have any favorite memories with that team this summer?
I don't know. I think every game was a lot of fun. I mean, we got to know each other really well, fast. I mean, it's a quick summer. I'm not from their area, and I see them
Yeah.
every summer, so it kind of takes a while for us to warm up. But it's a great group, and I don't know. I think just every day showing up to the field with them was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. All right. Being ranked number one in the 2025 class, how do you treat that and not let that affect you at all?
You just gotta play baseball. I think some people can get caught up in it, and
Yeah.
I play the game. I love the game. That's why I like if I play. I just love the game, and
Yeah.
you can't think outside of just playing baseball. It's an honor, but at the same time, it's business. Like
Definitely.
this, it's an honor to have it, but at the same time, like you can't get in your head. You just got to play the game everyone else is playing.
Yeah, for sure. All right. You played in the 14U PG Select Fest back in 2021. Can you talk a little bit about that experience and what it was like being around those group of guys?
Yeah, I mean they were an older group at the time. A lot of 2024s were there, and I got to know them really well. And it was just, I mean, I got to meet a lot of new kids. It's kind of the first time I ever played in that circuit. A couple
Hmm.
of those kids played in it for a couple of years, and it was cool. I really didn't know anybody, so I kind of walked into a place where I didn't know anyone. I talked to a couple of them prior to like the event, but when I got there, they all treated me really well, and I got to know some of my best friends, and we still talk to this day, and some of them will be my friends forever. So it's really cool.
Yeah, that's great. All right. You also played for the 15U USA National and you guys won it all. Can you talk about what it was like wearing that jersey and playing for your country?
It was an honor. I mean, we went to the trials, and no one really knew what to expect. It's a new thing. No one's really done USA yet, and
Hmm.
it was just the first day, even just learning about everything. And it from the first day to the last, it was a true honor just to wear stars and stripes and play
Yeah.
for your country. And it was a brotherhood like I've never played with before. We got to know each other. We were together for about a month, and the coaching staff and everyone a part of it was really special. So yeah, it was to wear USA across your chest is a feeling like no other.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Who do you think the toughest team you guys played there?
Oh, Japan. Japan beat us. They beat us in a super round. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. and then they went over the pitch limit, so they couldn't play us
Oh yeah.
in the super rounds. So yeah, they ran out a kid that was just nasty. He was throwing like 5 pitches, like carving us up,
Jeez.
and yeah, they were really good. That was definitely the toughest team.
All right. Did you have any favorite memories playing for Team USA at all?
Uh, that's the same thing. I mean, every day was so much fun, and even
Yeah.
like outside of baseball, everyone's hanging out in the rooms, like just getting to know each other. I mean, it was a bond like no other. I mean, we were all best friends, and there wasn't any hole in our team, and every day was just a lot of fun.
That's great. Let's hear a word from our sponsors. Represent the Code. Represent the Code delivers premium quality, area code inspired apparel so you can rep where you're from, wherever you're at. All different kind of varieties of things like shirts, hoodies, shorts. Also check out Represent Baseball. It's a division of Represent the Code. It is where reps partnerships elevate alongside elite baseball athletes throughout the country to include opportunities like NIL sponsorship, complete merch bundles, free product testing for baseball gear, enhanced athlete promotion, and more. Use code WHP25 for 25% off at representthecode.com. That's great. All right, let's kind of dig into high school here. You play for Stillwater Pioneers in Oklahoma. You guys went 28-10 last season. Can you talk about that team and what you enjoyed the most last year in your sophomore season?
Yeah, I mean, we had a good, successful season. We fell a little short. I think just the last game was a hard one. We let up a home run in the last inning, then we got bases loaded, and we just couldn't finish it. And it's baseball. The other team, It was their day, and it was a really good team. We were really fun, and I think the best part about that team was just the relationships everyone had with each other. It's you grow up with those guys, the seniors. I mean, I grew up with them, and hanging out with them the last year, and then now seeing them do great things and the next level right now is pretty crazy. But yeah, we were a lot of fun, and just getting to know them from August to May. I mean, we were brothers, and we by the end of it was a lot of fun.
That's great. All right, what are your personal goals for your upcoming junior year season?
Oh man, probably just win state championship. We have a new coach, Marty Lee, who's a legend. I mean, he's one of the better coaches you can ever ask for at high school level. For me personally, just keep working hard. I mean, I have things in my game I need to work harder at. Speed, anything, every part of the game I get better at. And so yeah, I mean, hit a high average, hit a lot of home runs, a lot of RBIs, really good defense. And
Yeah,
I take my defense, so hopefully this year I can really improve on that.
definitely. All right, here's a tough question here. How do you compare the difference between high school ball and travel ball? And which one would you prefer more and why?
I think the difference would probably be the constant competition in travel ball. You're facing a really good arm every single game. High school, I mean, no disrespect for high school, but you're not going to face 90 to 95 every game.
For sure.
You face the teams that are just pitching kind of their backup guys, the younger guys in their team that are learning, pitch out on how to pitch in varsity, and it's a big difference in that aspect. I think that like the preparation for games, you show up to the field, you play summer ball. High school, you're showing up, hitting VP early, like hanging out in the locker room before the game, getting ready, doing IO before every game. It's that part's a lot different. I think I'd actually prefer that part a little more just because it takes a while for my body to get loose. And so summer, I'm like, golly, I need some more time to stretch. Or those 8 a.m. games, it's like, oof, But yeah, I definitely like high school a little more, just like that aspect. But both are awesome. So
yeah, for sure. All right, let's kind of talk about what happened back in 2021. On November 30th of 2021, you committed to Oklahoma State University. Can you talk about that decision and tell us when colleges started reaching out to you?
So my uncle's the head coach at Oklahoma State, and so we live in Stillwater, which is about 5 minutes away. We live about 5 minutes away from the field, and yeah, so I was kind of like, I was at a high school wrestling match, and my uncle was there, and I was like, I'm gonna talk to him, and I was like, hey, what do you think about me committing? Like, you think I can commit? He's like, of course, like, let's get this thing started, because at the time nobody was committed to Oklahoma State in my class. So I was like, let's just get this thing started. So that's what we did. And no school's ever reached out before. It was the first school I've ever talked to. It's the first school I ever thought about going to. And I mean, at the time, nobody ever reached out. So it was kind of cool.
That's great. All right. After you committed to Oklahoma, what did that mean to you? And then what did that mean to your family too?
It was an honor, it's kind of the university. My grandpa coached there, my uncle coached there, my dad was committed there, and it's kind of a university where my family takes pride. And yeah, I mean, everyone was super excited. It was kind of just like it was kind of expected. I mean,
Yeah,
they hoped I went there, but yeah, it was really cool.
that's great. All right. What advice would you give other people getting into the recruiting process right now?
I just say find a place where you feel comfortable. Find a place where you can connect with the coaches, you can connect with the town. You'll feel safe. You feel welcomed, and just find a place where you want to get better as a player. You want to get better as a man. If you're a guy that takes pride in his faith, go find somewhere where you can grow in that aspect and grow that aspect of being a man and soon to be a professional athlete. I think that there's a lot of places where it looks beautiful and all
Yeah.
sorts of that thing, but you just never know, and you got to be careful. You don't want to rush into it, and you want to find the right place.
Definitely. All right. On August 14th, you played in the Baseball Factory All-American game. You took home the MVP award. Can you talk about that event and your performance that you had?
Yeah, so it was older event. So me and Omar Cerna, who's another 25, went, and I was a little nervous. Those guys were older, and I didn't really know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
And I got there, I was super excited, and the first day we kind of just hung out. We did a little practice at the field, but I mean, it was at Globe Life, so it was
Mm-hmm.
really cool to be there. And yeah, so during the game, I was feeling good. My first at bat, I hit a double down the line against a really good pitcher. Actually, she's from Oklahoma too, so that was cool. And then my next at bat, I hit a single up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think my next two at bats, like I faced Landon Victorian, who was just nasty.
Yeah.
And then my last at bat, I struck out on I mean, first pitch was 96. I've never seen 96 before. And I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
like a 90-mile-an-hour changeup, and then struck out on a curveball.
Jeez.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun though. I mean, playing that competition, the older competition, those are the best 24s in the country, and they'll be hearing their name on draft day next year. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Definitely.
cool.
All right. 4 days later, on August 18th, you played in the 2023 Perfect Game All-American game. Can you talk about that experience and what it was like being selected for that?
It was an honor to be selected. Those are the best players in my grade, and those are some of my best friends. Some of the guys from my USA team were there. Some of the guys I've been able to play against over the last couple of years were there, and it was really cool to just connect with them. Over baseball. It's fun. I mean, it's the game we all love, and
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. Competition was great. Faced some really good arms, and you played in a big league stadium. There's nothing like playing in a big league stadium, so
Yeah.
it was really cool. Yeah.
That's great. All right. Can you talk a little bit about your brother Jackson Holliday's success with him getting drafted first overall a little over a year ago and recently making his debut in AAA? Can you talk about his success and what that means to you?
Yeah, I mean it's cool. He works really hard. He takes a lot of pride in this game, and just seeing him grow, like I mean, it happens so fast. He just grew up so fast, and like from draft day to now, he's really matured. He's a really good brother. He's a really good son, and my family we're really excited for him. We're really happy for him, and we're ready for him to get home. So
Yeah,
he's had a long season. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, we went and saw him last week in Norfolk,
that's
and
awesome.
it was really cool. I got to hang out with him one of the days, and he's awesome. And what he's doing right now, and the way he's doing it, it's really cool to watch. So I'm excited for him.
All right. Is there any advice he tells you at all? If so, what kind of advice does he give you?
Yeah, I mean, he just tells me to keep playing the game. Don't let any pressures get to you, and I don't let that happen. And he just tells me to keep working. It's a game. We're supposed to have fun, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's great. He's my best friend. I talk to him almost every day, and yeah, just keep enjoying it.
That's awesome. All right. Let's kind of dig in and trending here. Can you talk about where you train at in the season and where you train at off in the off season?
Yeah, so I train at Oklahoma State. With my uncle being the head coach there, he lets me train there. I'm very thankful for that. I work out with a really good strength coach. Um, yeah, so I hit there, and we're about to build a cage in my house. So that's really exciting. So I'll be
Yeah.
able to hit at my house, and yeah, and then I go over to the high school. We do high school practice and train with Coach Lees and the guys, and it's a lot of fun.
It's awesome. All right, what does training look like for you in season and off season, as far as like how many days a week and what you do?
So right now I'm lifting 3 days a week. I'm trying to hit every day, take ground balls every day. We do speed training every day, or 3 days a week when I'm lifting. We do speed training,
Yeah.
and that's just the off season right now. We might ramp it up a little more. And then during the season, we'll probably do the same thing, 3 days a week lifting. But if we're busy with games, I'll probably shorten that.
Yeah.
Just stretching. I do a lot of stretching. I try to mobilize and do that sort of thing for games. And yeah, so I'm just trying to get stronger, faster, and stronger mentally. So I'm really excited for the next couple of years.
Yeah. All right. What motivates you to go to the gym every day and get the extra work in at the field?
I think just I love the game of baseball. I love the grind. I love working out. I love training with my coaches, and yeah, I think the motivation comes from just yourself. I want to be the best. I want to beat the best, and one day I want to play in the professional league, and soon to maybe be in the big leagues. So
Yeah.
that's kind of motivation.
All right, let's kind of dig into the quick questions here. All right, when you're walking up to the plate, what is your approach? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about hitting a fastball, adjusting to the off speed, and just being aggressive. Something I kind of struggled with this year is being aggressive to the early counts, and I was falling behind, and so I've really tried to improve my approach and just going straight heater and just trying to hit the fastball and being able to see the spin out of the hand and adjusting the off speed. So yeah.
Gotcha. All right, what do you think Ethan's life looks like in about 3 to 4 years from now?
Hopefully it's playing well, probably in the minor leagues. Hopefully, that's the plan.
Yeah.
If not, playing college for my uncle would be a dream, and but either one, it's plan A for both. So
Yeah, for sure.
either one would be cool.
All right, if you could pick one brand deal to collab with, what brand would it be?
Probably Jordan.
Jordan.
That'd be really cool. Be a Jordan guy.
All right, what is your favorite baseball movie if you had to pick one?
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year. All right, who's your pregame artist or song before a game?
This is a little different, but it's Bob Marley, and it's usually reggae. I usually listen to reggae before the game.
All right, we got a couple questions left here. What do you do in your free time outside of sports when you have some free time?
I don't do a whole lot, honestly. Hang out with my family. That's about it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
If you could give any advice to any young baseball player, what would you say to them?
Just don't let anything get in the way of the fun you have during the game.
Yeah.
Don't let your parents, don't let your coaches, don't let hype or anything get in the way of the fact that this is a game and it's supposed to be fun and you're playing with your boys and it's nothing bigger than a game.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Thank you, Ethan, for coming on the podcast, and good luck with your upcoming junior year.
Appreciate it.